Hey guys, right here I have a 2019 BMW X2 M35i. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. There are welcome lights as you unlock the car. The side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car and pressing and hold on the lock button, the side mirrors automatically folds in, and upon unlocking, they automatically fold out again. If you press and hold on the lock button, you are able to roll down all 4 windows in the car simultaneously, as well as open up the sunroof. And to close all of them back together, just press and hold on the lock button. Standard on the M35i variant in Malaysia is BMW's Comfort Access Smart Keyless Entry and Start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the ribbed area on any of the front door handles. Long press the ribbed area to fold the side mirrors in. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the front door handles. Together with that smart keyless entry system is a push button ignition. So to start the X2, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. The steering system on the F49 X2 is of a rack and pinion type with electric power assistance. The M35i gets an M leather steering wheel with the M badging on the bottom spoke and sport grips at 10 and 2. The only transmission available with the M35i is an 8-speed sport automatic with a sport mode and steptronic manual shifting. The latter is managed by either the gear lever or the pedal shifters behind the top 2 steering wheel spokes. The X2 comes with the parking assistant automatic parking system, a reverse camera with active guidance signs, and front and rear parking sensors as standard. Within the camera display, drivers can select the park assist system, switch the camera off or on, adjust the brightness and contrast, turn the guidance signs and obstacle markings off or on, and get into the settings menu. To the right of the gear lever, the topmost button either activates the dynamic traction control system if pressed once, or deactivates the dynamic stability control system if pressed for a longer period. Below is the driving experience control driving mode selector. Sport prepares the car for more dynamic drive, Eco Pro tunes the car to be better on fuel, and Comfort gives the best balance between good fuel economy and a sporty drive. Safety in the X2 comprises 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, dynamic stability control, dynamic traction control, dynamic brake control, dynamic brake lights, electronic differential lock control, a tire pressure monitoring system, and mobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the outer 2 rear seats. "20-inch M double-spoke style 721M light alloy rims are fitted to the M35i. This X2 uses Pirelli P022540 R20 run-flat tyres. Both the front and the rear receives ventilated disc brakes. Meanwhile, the suspension is made up of McPherson struts up front and a multi-link setup at the back. The M35i's standard M Sport suspension setup lowers the car by 10mm. BMW's naming system denotes that odd numbers are assigned to their core models, whereas even numbers are used for other derivatives such as coupes and sportier models. This system also applies to their crossover SUVs. Hence, the X2 is the sportier so-called coupe version of the X1, like how the X4 is related to the X3 and the X6 is related to the X5. The first ever X2, which publicly debuted at the 2018 North American International Auto Show and was revealed a few months earlier in October 2017, is known under the F39 codename. There is no full-blown M version of the X2 at the moment, but if the regular engines are too tame, buyers can go for the X2 M35i, which is the M performance version of the X2. The M35i is powered by the B48A20, 2-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 petrol engine. This engine features Valvetronic variable valve lift, double Vanos variable valve timing, and high-precision direct injection. It produces 302 horsepower at 5,000 to 6,250 rpm, and 450 Nm of torque and 1,750 to 4,500 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 4.9 seconds, and the top speed is 250 km per hour. The fuel tank measures 61 litres, and the combined fuel consumption for the X2 M35i automatic is 7.4 litres per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 168 grams per kilometer, and the X2 M35i is an all-wheel drive vehicle. Buyers of the 2019 X2 in Malaysia can choose between the xDrive 20i M Sport DCT or the M35i Sport Automatic. Exterior features of the X2 M35i include automatic auto-leveling LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, cornering lights, LED daytime running lights, LED front fog lights, LED indicators for the front and sides, LED rear lights, LED rear number plate lights, rear fog lights, BMW individual high-gloss shadowline roof rails, BMW individual high-gloss shadowline exterior trim, the M aerodynamics package, an M rear spoiler, body-colored door handles, cerium grey side mirrors, cerium grey front grille and front air inlet surrounds, and dual cerium grey exhaust pipes. Speakers right there and right there, central locking, button to operate the powered rear hatch, bottle holder, storage, window lock, window controls. All of the 4 windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions, and mirror controls. Interior brightness adjustment, storage, M35i door sills, and the driver's seat in this X2 M35i does get full powered adjustments, with all of the controls located right down there, including your 2-person memory setting. The only manual adjustment for the seat comes in the form of the thigh support, adjusted using the lever right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. dual zone automatic climate control system, on-off button, fan speed, different modes. Sync means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides, but if you turn it off, each side will have their individual temperature controls. Driver's side temperature, maximum air conditioning, recirculation, passenger side temperature, automatic mode, as well as your front and rear defrost. Above the climate control panel, different mode selection, different band selection, volume and power, your 8 customizable buttons. You can program these 8 buttons to store, say, your favorite navigation address, your favorite contact, your favorite radio station, and whatnot. CD/DVD player, eject button, seek track, and below, storage, cup holders, power outlet, and you can cover it up if you do not want it exposed. Parking sensors, downhill brake control, and right here is the X2's electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. The X2 is fitted with the Navigation Plus touchscreen head unit. It features an 8.8-inch infotainment display, various media connectivity options, and navigation. The M35i variant gets the Harman Kardon sound system with 12 speakers and 360 watts of power. The Harman Kardon sound system that this X2 M35 has is actually quite good. The 8.8-inch display right above, apart from the touch screen function, can also be controlled using your set of controls located down the center console. The knob goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to left, scrolls to right, and clicks down for enter. On top of the knob is a touchpad where you can input, say, letters and numbers into the system. Behind the knob, back and option buttons, and ahead of the knob, media, communications, menu, map, and navigation shortcut buttons. Let's start with the media radio menu. Right here, we can bring up your saved stations, FM, AM, Bluetooth audio streaming, CD, USB, sound. Under sound, you can adjust the bass treble, balance fader, your volume settings, reset back to factory settings, and the audio feedback when you touch the touch screen or touchpad. You can manage mobile devices and personalize the menu. Right here we are in the Bluetooth audio streaming menu with the current song playing information, artist, album, title, list of songs, album art if present, song duration. To the left, you can search, bring up artists, tracks, shuffle. And to the right, you can bring up your split screen display and select the split screen option. To go back to the main menu, you can click the knob to the left until you reach the main menu, or hit the menu button straight away. Under communications, you can bring up the contacts, calls, dial a number, manage mobile devices, BMW assistance, BMW messages, memos, and personalize the menu. Right here, navigation menu. The car does come with navigation, just that it hasn't been activated. Connected drive, connected drive store, various vehicle apps, my vehicle with your various driver profiles, vehicle status, technology in action. Right here you have your sport displays telling you how much power and torque you're using. Driving information and the onboard owner's handbook. Above you can also look at the contents of main menu as well as bring up your various settings. Lastly, vehicle notifications, and back to the main menu, back to this menu. If you click the menu button once more, you can actually rearrange the tiles so you don't have to use the default format that BMW gives you. In order to bring up that menu, you can also hit the top left button. If you hit the clock on the top right, you can adjust your date and time. Heads up display, if you can see it, it's right there. Central locking, as shown earlier, power folding side mirrors, volume controls, different mode selection, seat track, voice control, Bluetooth telephone control, wiper controls. If you press the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can activate the automatic wipers. Cruise control and speed limiter controls, and indicator controls. Locate the button at the end of the indicator stalk to go through the multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, range, average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, average speed, digital speedometer, date, engine temperature, display off, and back to the range. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Right here is the button to activate or deactivate your automatic stop-start feature. If you do have the feature activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save the extra bit of petrol that the car uses. Adjustable front center armrest with storage below, USB port, and storage within the armrest itself. Auto dimming rear view mirror, front LED reading lights and interior light, SOS emergency button, and right here is the control for the fully automatic panoramic sunroof. You can also open up the sunroof as a vent. Sun visor for the driver's side gets a vanity mirror and a couple of LED lights. And the driver also gets a grip handle. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. Speakers, bottle holder, storage, window control, and the rear seat backs in this X2 do fold down. They split 40-20-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the straps at the base of the seat backs. This one folds down the right seat, the one right there folds down the middle seat, and the one on that side folds down the left seat. Just pull it and flip the seat back down. You can use the same strap to adjust the angle of the seat back to have it either more upright or more laid back. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually not too bad back here. The seats are fairly nice and comfortable. Storage pockets on the front seat backs. Rear aircon vents with a couple of USB ports below it. Rear center armrest with cup holders. And right above, for both sides at the back, are grip handles and hooks. Rear reading lights and interior light. They are all LED powered as well. There are 4 ways to operate the power rear hatch in the 2019 X2. Boot space in the X2 is 470 litres with the rear seat backs upright, and 1355 litres with the rear seat backs folded and the cargo cover removed. On both sides of the boot are hooks, and to the left, there is a storage strap. To the right of the boot is a light, a power outlet, and a storage net. Under the boot floor is more storage. The front headrests are built into the seat, so the only adjustable headrests are the ones for the rear. Speakers, window control, bottle holder, and storage. The front passenger seat in this X2 does get full powered adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, including the manual thigh support. The only thing that this side misses out on is the memory settings. Decent sized glove box, it is illuminated. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor gets a vanity mirror with a couple of LED lights as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2019 BMW X2 M35i. Thanks for watching and goodbye.